How do we know when enough is enough regarding the people in our lives? Not all of them, but some of them. If you're anything like me, maybe at some point in time in your life, you have somewhat of a savior complex. And if you don't like the way that sounds, well, then let's just say you have a giant heart and you want to see the best in people. Or maybe you have been very blessed your entire life and you want to pay it forward. And you want to share the light that you've experienced from God with other people. But at what point in time do you break that off? Do you say, you know what? I don't think they're getting it, and it's starting to drive me a little bit crazy, right? How do we know? Well, let me tell you, recently, I just had to cut it off with somebody. And I've had multiple attempts at trying to work things out, but recently I just had to put my foot down and say no more. So, as a way to start this video, I did a little rap song. It's called The Loser Wins, and it's by one of my favorite rappers of all time, Slug from Atmosphere. So, let's do this rap song, and then we'll jump back into this chitty chat. Here we go. Enjoy. You know you fucked up, right? Bye-bye, wish you luck with life. And I'll be damned if I let you manage to bless that blade and keep taking advantage. Look, man, yeah, you shook my hand, but that was back then. We're not good, fam. I'm the fool, cause I started to be cool with them, but I got schooled in the art of opportunism. I ain't the only one that walked away. Look around, everybody gone today. You all alone with your empty chest, so bury the bones with any regrets and keep those skeletons piled in stacks. Just drink your medicine, don't bite your glass. I tried to make a difference, but the only thing that changed was I gave you distance. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I'm not tripping, it's just an excuse for me to dig down a little bit of the truth. We're killing time and time's killing us, but I won't waste mine trying to grip a grudge. But don't twist it into what it isn't. Don't call, don't write, don't visit. I put you on ignore, you're not the homie anymore. The only thing that you can show me is the door. Game over, yeah, who's winning? Save your gas, I refuse to listen. If we doing math, we doing division. Don't even ask how I've been, there's no you in existence. Go your way, I'll go my way, and you keep going until there's no one to violate. And I'ma remember your last impression, thanks for that lesson. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. I won't trust you again, getting better at choosing friends. This time the loser wins, cause I learned how to cut off the looser ends. Yeah. Yo, this song is dedicated to everyone who has someone in their lives that is no longer deserving of your light. Now I lay me down to sleep. I swear to God you're dead to me. If I should give you any thought, it's just to teach self how to not. It is time for us to take ownership of our sovereignty and our boundaries and say, I will no longer tolerate people who undermine me, who disrespect me, and who do not take my heart and my light seriously. And it's time for you to go. Peace. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching that video. I performed that song with a lot of passion because of what I'm going through right now. As I mentioned, I had to cut somebody off because I'm just tired of dealing with their shit. And I know that a lot of you are going through the same thing. And that's why I feel it's important to make this video, because we have to form boundaries and we have to be aware of when we are draining ourselves at the expense of somebody else's, let's say, immaturity. A wise man once told me, let me give you some context. I felt very betrayed by somebody recently, and as I was expressing my emotion because of the betrayal, this person put it to me simply and said, you know, that person that you thought was this glorious person, you know, admirable, integral person, was not. You just painted a picture of them and they didn't pass any initiation. And hearing that hit me like a ton of bricks because it's absolutely true. I think I'm guilty of seeing the best in people. If you have that heart, if you have not lived a life of betrayal and you have lived a life of abundance and you have great relationships and you have a lot of love, well, perhaps it's only right that we want to reflect that love back into the world. But sometimes we reflect that love back into people that don't necessarily deserve it. And maybe that doesn't sound good. I think everybody is deserving of love, but maybe they aren't ready to receive the level of love, the capacity of love that we have to offer. So when he told me, you painted a picture of this person and they didn't pass any initiation, it hit me like a ton of bricks because it was absolutely true. So I ask all of you watching this right now, if you have somebody in your life who you feel like you're putting a lot of time and energy into, ask yourself, have they passed any sort of initiation? Or are you assuming their worth maybe based on their physical appearance, the way they make you laugh? Maybe they let you borrow their car a couple times? Who knows? The possibilities are endless, but the question remains, have they passed an initiation? And how long does it take for us to know somebody to where we can truly trust them with our hearts, with our time, with our energy? It's a good question. My response is 3 years. That's what I've learned over time. But sometimes that 3-year role is overridden because we share really special experiences with people. However, listen closely. Those special experiences, they do not constitute a fortified, integral relationship. So how do we know when to draw the line? How do we know when we're overextending our trust into somebody else? One time I made the mistake of kind of brushing someone's betrayal off like it was no big deal. Instead of taking the indication that maybe this moment is a reflection of either the past and or the present, I decided not to turn a page and let that person go, but instead I decided to keep that mentality of just seeing the best in people. And in a sense, when we do that, it's like a character flaw, because we're not running anybody through any type of initiation. And when people continue to disappoint us and we keep believing that something is going to change, that just comes back on us. And I'll be damned if it's not the best medicine. It doesn't always feel good when someone who you think you can trust or you shook hands with turns around and just slaps you in the face like a little bitch. It doesn't feel good. And those, no matter how beautiful and patient and how big our hearts are, those moments are definitive for choosing our next plan of action. So without rambling on and on and on about this, let's just keep this relatively short, sweet, and to the point. Is there anybody in your life who you continue to struggle with? Is there someone in your life who is gaslighting you? Every time you try to open up to them, and you are coming from a heart-centered place, I know we're not all perfect with our communication. Communication is difficult. But when we're doing our damnedest to communicate our feelings and we're being gaslit as if we're doing something wrong, how do we know it's time to put our foot down? We don't. Because it's not a matter of knowing. It is a matter of feeling. So I stand here and I invite all of you to ask yourselves, am I perpetuating any relationships that are not deserving of my divine light? Do you have dreams and goals, things that you're trying to focus on, but every time this person bothers you, you get that knot inside your chest and you can't stop thinking and you just want to run them over with a car or, set their house on fire? Metaphorically. Well, right now I'm giving all of you the invitation to consider who those people might be in your life and to let them go. Maybe it doesn't have to be forever, but let them go. And when you let them go, if they come barking up your tree, don't take the bait. If they try to gaslight you, don't take the bait. Remain in your sovereignty and your divinity and continue on your path. This is very important. And I think that's all I wanted to say. We'll follow up later, but comments. Tell me a story. Tell me about someone in your life who you're ready to cut ties with. Could be a friend, could be a lover, could be a coworker, could be a job. What I have learned, I'm going to end with this. What I have learned is fear and challenges are our best teachers. And they teach us that when we relinquish fear and when we face challenges, life does a great job at helping everything fall into place. Even if it doesn't seem like it, it will. Because God, aliens, this invisible energy that's all around us, it desires for us to thrive. It desires to see us spread our wings and fly to the reaches of heavens. Whatever. All right, peace and love.